It's long. It's called, and this is the title, Quantum Physics, a quirky love story told in 3 parts, which is more about sorrow and escape in the moment a little red-headed girl learned to walk through walls after discovering the limitations of a half-rusted machete. So in 3 parts. 1, the exotica of chaos. His brown eyes blinked with astonishment as he witnessed the woman with curly red hair slide through a solid wall, through solid matter, as if she were a single proton seeking her own course, leaving only the sadness of the song she was singing hanging motionless in the air, waiting to be plucked and eaten as if it was low-hanging fruit. Within that moment, he finally understood the nature of non-linear dynamics within the construction of a wave, the method behind the randomness of an individual wave contorting into a monster wave, turning North Shore oil rigs into origami-shaped tinsel, submerging a 900-foot vessel into the deep black before the officer of the deck can inhale one last drag of nicotine into his lungs. These beautiful freaks mock the rules of physics, seducing one to pursue subatomic beauty within the exotica of chaos. These surging waves swat clouds, clouds that dream only of playing upon peaks of Everest and Annapurna, clouds that dream of being worshipped by thirsty sunflowers, and millions of open-faced poppies in high isolated valleys of Afghanistan, where poppies eagerly inhale song heard upon wind, drinking deep the lyrics of sadness trapped within each water molecule that falls towards thirsty fields. Filled with his new knowledge, the brown-eyed man, whose jaw is still dropped agah, starts to pursue that who he thought he possessed. Steps with bold confidence towards the wall that the woman with curly red hair slipped through with ease. Stunned, his ears hear the contraction of bone, his nose shattering into mammalian accordion. 3 heartbeats before searing pain sends a scream caroming out and through his larynx. A scream that passes through matter. A scream that makes her eyes smile. 2, the truth about sunflowers. Clouds promise moisture to sunflowers that make everyone smile, except a little red-headed girl who screams at sunflowers for mocking her with their big yellow roundness. Their incessant smiles silently singing in a sing-song voice of an annoying child. Everything is wonderful, everything is fine, everything is yellow, bright, and right. The little red-headed girl screams at their yellow smiles as she hacks them to pieces with a half-rusted machete she discovered beneath her father's bed, next to the crumpled paper women whose naked bodies have been badly soiled. She kneels upon the happy-faced husks, now mangled into sloppy salad of ooze and fiber, thousands of sliced open eyes continuing to taunt her. Her momentary revenge fails to ease the pain of her frayed identity. An anchored cord ready to snap. An identity defined by the weight of her tears. Tears that have evaporated into the air. Tears that have become clouds, free to travel the world, away from her body arching sobs. Clouds become cool refreshment which nourish the roots of poppies, feeding them her mournful stories, which now nest within each bud, waiting to blossom within the high isolation of Afghanistan mountain valleys. In time, the little red-headed girl learns to free fall through earth and lake, to walk upon the underside of oceans, to stroll through rocks of mountains, to bathe in lava as if it were a field of red poppies in bloom. She learns how to be unbound. She learns to sing the old songs. She learns the best way to make sunflowers scream. 3. Secrets hidden within poppy tears. Within the poppy fields of remote Afghanistan valleys appears the red-headed woman who understands the physics of walking through walls while singing ancient Welsh witch songs, tones that taste like low-hanging fruit waiting for sharpened teeth to penetrate their core. Her songs, filled with the wild beauty of unchecked sorrow, become the drink poppies jones for. Words transformed into liquid, liquid seeking its way into petal and stamen, liquid embedding her stories within each poppy's DNA, liquid waiting to be released into dreams as poppy ooze latex that dries into poppy tears. Her stories lay harbored, waiting to set sail within tears meet flame, where lungs inflate with beguiling smoke that coils its way through unguarded minds of those who scoff at freedom calculus awards, of those who retreat instead to the safety of walls and fences, and the scarlet promise of resurrection. Those pursuing wisdom of the dragon, those searching and failing to discover the trail to rapture, will discover her truth, the truth of sunflowers and machetes. They will discover how sunflowers scream, how they scream with the octave of a fluffy bunny at the moment talons puncture flesh and bone. Those who worship the smoke of poppies will never know unbound freedom that tastes like low-hanging fruit, nor the electron-charged kiss of chaos, nor the mathematical map of the mind that unlocks the means to walk through matter, nor the bliss of riding monster waves as if they were horses, galloping miles through miles and miles of blood-red poppies. Thank you.